Good afternoon, Xometry partners. My name is Ace Estrada and I'm the shipping supervisor here at Xometry. Today, I'm really excited to guide you through the seamless process of packaging these customer parts in a way that meets our Xometry standards. We'll kick things off by going over how to identify what packing material is needed in a certain application. Then we'll go over how to identify which box is needed in that application as well. Lastly, we'll bring it all together and I will have a live example of how I am packaging and identifying based on the part that we're using for the example. With these 3D printed parts that we have here, applicable packing strategy would be a bubble bag, specifically a Super Duty bubble bag, just to give it an extra layer of protection. Again, you want to individually bag each part. You don't want to put them together. That'll avoid them clanking against each other, possibly nicking the corner of each other, things of that nature. Now, I'm comfortable with how these two are packed. They can't harm each other if they do rattle against each other, which again, they shouldn't. That is a appropriate way to package these 3D printed parts. In this case, we're gonna use an 8x8x8. Now I'm gonna make sure that I fill this box appropriately so that there is adequate space between the parts and the bottom of the box. Now I'm gonna fill the bottom with some craft paper. Okay, nice and packed in there. The parts are gonna follow, nice and gentle. We don't wanna press these plastic parts, these additive 3D printed parts down in the box. Again, that just can increase the likeliness of us snapping, denting, or damaging the parts. So nice and gentle. Then we're gonna top it off with more craft paper to fill this void on top. Okay, again, not pressing down too much, but making sure that it's pressed there. And then you don't wanna forget our Xometry merchandise here. Gonna make sure that's included with the shipment. In the event your order does have certifications that are needed, you will tape those certifications to the flap of this box to ensure that they're not lost in the materials when a customer does unravel their box. Now we're going to use tape to close this top up. We want to conduct what's called a shake test. So we want to shake the box to see if we hear any significant moving within the box. If you don't, that means the parts are cushioned and they're less likely to break in transit. I want to go over just a couple of key points that'll help us understand everything we kind of just went over. Number one, when handling additive parts, please give it the best care possible. As we all know, these additive parts are very easy to dent or snap or just have damage caused to them because they're not pieces of metal, right? So handling is going to be huge when handling additive or 3D printed parts. Again, when we are packing the parts in the box, we want to make sure that we're not stuffing that shipping material on top of the pieces. Again, that can increase the chances of it snapping or breaking or being broken in transit as it's on its way to the customer. Lastly, always just making sure that we conduct that shake test is going to be super critical when identifying if we did fill that box appropriately or not. If any questions or concerns are to pop up along the way, feel free to reach out to Xometry's community or to explore our additional knowledge bases. Thank you again and happy machining.